Hello and welcome back to my channel. Sara here with Love Holistic Living. I have been in Italy for the past 2 weeks, and actually I just got back to find a local storm that hit the town and flooded the neighborhood. Yay! I was hoping to find the Californian sun, but it's okay. We're all safe and dry over here. In this video, I wanted to talk about holistic living, especially for beginners, okay? Because a lot of the time, especially right now, people are using the terms holistic, but they're using it in a very improper way. So I want to make sure that you all understand what holistic really means, because when people approach me and they're wanting to heal their relationship with their body, with the food and all of that, what I offer is a holistic approach. And holistic health, holistic approach, it means to look at all of the planes and all of the areas of your life. Now, there are 3 main planes that we're going to look at right now, and there are many areas of your life. Areas which mean love, relationships, career, job, spirituality, fun, all of those things. But before we get started, please, if you're new to this or if you like this video, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. Also, don't forget that my upcoming book called Manja, which is a gluten-free, dairy-free health cookbook with all of the topics of spiritual weight loss in this book, is going to come out very soon. I don't have a release date yet, but please make sure that you join the waitlist so that you're the first to get notified. Now, let's come back to holistic living for beginners, okay? And these are the principles that anyone should get familiar with, okay? When we talk about holistic, again, holistic health, it means to look at the root cause of the symptoms you are experiencing. And it means to not straight away go for the medication unless it's an acute symptom, then that's fine. But if, let's just say that it's a pain that it's coming out, or it's a rash, then the question that most of the time we ask ourselves is, well, in the holistic field, is, okay, what is really going on? What is my body trying to tell me? And holistic, it really means to look at the 3 planes: body, mind, and spirit. And when I lead clients to a spiritual weight loss journey, which includes healing their relationship with food and stop binging and getting to food energetics, all of those things, we start with the body. And today I'm going to start with the body because the body, think about the foundations of a house. If the foundations are not stable, we're not able to get deeper into the emotional body, the mental health, and then there is the spiritual health, or the energetic body, okay? So what can you do around the body? Which a lot of the time people, when we think about holistic, people think it's just the body, okay? So it should come easy, yet I'm gonna give you a few suggestion on where you can start. Now, with the body, one of the first thing that you should consider is to eat a cleaner diet. Eat mindfully, not just mindfully, eat mindfully, which means like staying present with the food that you're eating. So that means not eating in the car or when you're stressed out, being present with your foods, but also eating clean and eating a diet in terms of like food choices that are supporting your this lifestyle that you're trying to create. And the first thing that people do in order to eat a cleaner diet is to reduce tremendously the high amount of processed food, and that's what I did in the past. Honestly, the only probably processed foods that I eat, if we have to label it that way, is bread. I most of the time make sure that I bake everything from desserts to sweets to bread, but we live a very busy lifestyle, so I will buy the organic choices. And that's the second step, is making sure that you prioritize eating organic, even though maybe sometimes money can get tight. I have been in that position myself when money was really tight at some point for me and the kids when I began my single mom journey. And if there was one thing that I never changed, was my diet, because in order for me to be able to work, take care of them, take care of me, and building a business while being a single mom, was my health. And I never put myself in a position to crash or to eat poorly. So please make sure that you do your best with the resources that you have right now. Now, another thing that you can do is to reduce the amount of alcohol in your diet. Now, I am not saying that you can't enjoy a glass or two of wine here and there, and probably even a week per week. I would say that's fine, but make sure that this doesn't become a habit of every day, because that's going to lower your vibration, and ultimately it's going to impact your health at some point and your liver. So those are the few things you can start with. Don't forget the workout. So if you live a sedentary lifestyle, then making sure that you take walks or hikes, or you can do yoga. That's a great workout, that it's balancing the mind too. Anything that you can do to move your body. And I would say dancing for me is a way of moving my body and also the energies. So that's a great way too. Okay, you don't have to do a workout 5 days a week. I'm not a big fan of pushing the body. I did that and it didn't lead me anywhere to a good place. So if you want to really making sure that you're promoting also self-love, making sure that you move your body in the best way that feels right to you right now, that's perfect. All right, so now let's move into the mind, or what we call the mental health. Now, your gut and your brain are always communicating. Your gut, it is said that it's the second brain. Therefore, the food that you're eating, it impacts your mental health. And I explain that in my programs, but we work with the food energetics, or the energies of the food, that have a major impact on your anxiety, depression, your mood, and all of that. Now, the first thing that I want you to focus on, if you're picking like, oh, that's mental health for me, is a really big one right now, making sure that you're creating space to meditate and to be with yourself and your own energy is key. I lived in chaos during my childhood, and chaos was really normal. So for me, sitting in meditation was a very uncomfortable choice to make. But I decided, I actually end up in an ashram, which is a spiritual retreat center, and I lived there for like half of a year, meditating 3 times a day, and I had to get accustomed to being in silence. And one of the things that meditation teaches you is to observe your thoughts and to not become your thoughts. And that's the one thing that mental health, like we start doing, is I am depression. No, you're not depression. Just look at depression and see where are the areas of your life where you're unhappy with. And meditation is a great, I would say, starting point if you're really wanting to work on your mental health right now. Another thing that you can do for your mind is to protect your space, and I'm talking about physical space. So maybe you're looking around in your home and you're like, maybe you're sharing space with roommates, or and it feels really tight to you. It feels like the energy is not right. So I would encourage you to look at other options. If the relationship you're currently in is not giving you what you need, then that's going to impact your mental health. So creating space and freedom to declutter your life from anything that it's impacting your mental health without getting attached to the fear of what do I do without this thing is very key and big in understanding why anxiety is showing up in our life. Anxiety is showing up because we're living in the future and we're not present with the self right now. I'm thinking about what would I do with this job, not really making that step, so there is a gap, and that anxiety comes in. Depression is a suppression of sadness, and so there are areas of your life where maybe you need to look at and think, what needs to change right now. Okay, so that's mental health. Obviously, I offer in the program, we work on the 3 planes holistically to understand where is and what is the root cause of your weight gain, your binge eating, your relationship with food, maybe you're controlling food. Okay, so we're really working on all of this in the program. You're more than welcome to apply for when it's opening up. Again, I'll put the link down below. And don't forget that I have really nice course around the mind, body, and soul detox challenge available to you. I'm actually running it right now live, and then I'm going to publish it, so I'll put the link down below when that happens so that you can kickstart your momentum. All right, so let's move into the spiritual health. Now, I really want you to understand that being spiritual, it doesn't really go with being religious. Okay, these are 2 separate things. Whatever religion you believe in right now, that's totally fine. I'm not here to change your faith. I respect your faith. I respect all my clients' faith. I have very Christian clients that believe in Jesus, but I have people who believe in Buddha, and I'm not here to change you. Being spiritual means to be connected with a force, with an energy that is bigger than what the logic brain can grasp. So whether it's Jesus Christ, or maybe whether it's Jesus, is Buddha or Krishna or the universe, even, being spiritual means to believe that there is something bigger than you that's working in your favor. Now, what can you do to become more spiritual? Meditation, again, is a gateway to spirituality because it helps you to still the mind and understand your intuition. The next step is for you to start to develop your intuition and your intuitive abilities that are especially an innate quality in empaths, in highly sensitive souls. But I believe that anybody can really develop intuition. And so if you are looking to develop your intuition, then I do spiritual mentoring too, so make sure that you check that out, how you can work with me. But another thing that you can do to develop your spirituality is really starting to journal about your thoughts and your questions that go beyond what you're doing right now. So why am I here? What am I gonna, is there life after death? Or what is my life purpose? Or energies, are there energies around me and signs that keep coming into my life to show me that I'm on the right path? I used to find feathers along, and I still find feathers to show me that I'm on the right path. I see angel numbers. So whatever you see, those are signs from the universe. You need to be able to read them. Another great thing to start to become more spiritual is for you to get some oracle cards. And I will put the link down below for the oracle cards that I do recommend. I have Rebecca Campbell is one of my favorite author in Oracle cards, and I use her cards daily. You can also start to play around with the pendulum, and I teach all of that. Especially, we have a community called the Empaths community, and you're more than welcome to join there too, so make sure that you check that out. But there are so many ways you can start becoming more spiritual and develop your spirituality. Investing in a mentor is always great, whether you choose to work with me or another mentor. It doesn't really matter, because you need to do you, and whatever takes you to the next level, that's amazing. And yeah, make sure that you leave a comment down below so that I know that you enjoy this type of video. Let me know also in the comments what you're choosing to focus on. If you pick one for each category, that is truly amazing. And I will see you in the next video.